Okay, and I worked in GarageBand, and I hadn't worked in it before, so I thought it would be really complex, but it was pretty simple to be honest. Because first of all, we had to do was create a new project by just selecting create, and then you had to select the instruments you wanted to use. So we knew that we wanted to film in a kind of film noir technique. So it was suggested to us that we use jazz music. So the instruments we thought would typically be in that would be saxophone, piano, drum kit, and the double bass. So we thought we should add them, and all we had to do was create the tune for each separate instrument. So, for example, for the piano, we'd use the keyboard. So, for example, S on the keyboard represented the note D. So we just had to select which notes we wanted, and then it will create our tune. And also using the sound regions which appear when you've created a tune, you just move them about and you can trim them to make the notes seem shorter or longer, or extend them if you want them longer. And it was really simple, so once we had done that, we just had to import it into our next Final Cut. So yeah, as you can see here, the letter S on the keyboard would represent the note D, and the sound regions, it was simple. All you had to do for each individual instrument, just type the notes you wanted and just place them where you wanted along the line, and you could drag them across and separate them, and it was pretty simple.
For practice, we did a preliminary task, which was a 1-minute video consisting of a bunch of different camera techniques and different editing software, just to get a feel for what the real thing is going to be like. And separately, we all did different preliminaries in different groups, and my experience of it was that having did a preliminary, it made it much easier to work in the 2-minute intro and work with editing and camera, because it taught us different techniques like match on action and shot reverse shot, which is what is used in real media products. And it also taught me specifically how to plan and prep for a media piece, because you have to create a storyboard, like source your actors and locations and scripts, which was new to me. From my experiences, I thought just going straight into camera and filming would be how it is, but you need to actually prep everything, make sure everything you know what you're doing. And it also taught me how to work with a team, because not everyone's going to have the same ideas as you, and not everyone is going to agree with you completely, and how to separate different jobs to different people and find the strengths and weaknesses of everyone in the group.
So yeah, I had a past experience of filming, but it was nothing because it was more of GCSE, so it was easier then. However, I think now when we done the preliminary task, it helped me to understand how to use editing software more, also using the camera more efficiently, making sure that I use it at its best rather than just assuming they will work. Also making the use of all the spare time, which was important, because as we have many frees and prior studies, I think it's the best to start filming then, in order to make sure we have all the shots and then we have more time editing. And most importantly, I learned how to work as a team, because you never know if everyone has the same idea. Everyone has different ideas, and it's always important to incorporate others, or even just put everything together to make something unique and something different from everyone else.
No real last experience in filming. Prelim was really my first exposure to it. From that, I learned to necessarily, if you're going to shoot different days, to plan and remember, mark out where your actors currently are. As in our preliminary task, we had a large jump cut which I had to cover up with a crossfade, but unfortunately it was still evident. So in our actual, our final piece, we decided to mark out where each actor was at the point. So when we returned the camera there, we knew exactly where they should be, so they didn't jump around the screen. Also learned the rule of 3 in that case, where an actor or whatever needs to be paid attention to should take up 3/4 of the screen in order to keep audience attention on what's the most important factor. We had to shoot a lot of dialogues, which I feel was the most challenging part, as dialogue could seem very mundane if not shot properly. So from that I learned to, every time you shoot, you're returning on an actor in a shot, to vary the camera angle slightly to around 30 degrees, just so it seems different to the viewer, even though they're looking at the same similar thing. As well as this, dialogue should consider and contain several different shots, as in 2 shots close-ups behind the shoulders and mid-shots, rather than just having the same mid-shot over and over again. Also learn to check scripts and storyboards with multiple people to get different interpretations, and to check with your audience, not necessarily just someone around you. And if anyone around you has more experience, they're most likely the best person to check.